welcome back to the Low Side Podcast. This is a podcast where 3, sometimes 4 dudes gather around and talk about whatever is on their mind. And now we've got a nice little video here. You can see us in our in our studio setup.
Look at our legitimate studio, guys.
This costs a lot of money, that's for sure.
Very expensive. So thank you for all your support and all the millions of dollars you've donated to us already.
We appreciate
it. Of course,
it.
I'm Nate. I'm joined with Steve.
Hello, everybody.
And Sredy.
What up, guys?
And we've got another great episode for you. The crew is finally back together.
Ooh.
It's been a couple weeks.
Feels so good.
Since we've had a 3-man cast, but unfortunately, I'm going to have to bail out early at some point because I'm trying to go see Incredibles 2. You feel me?
Incredibles. It's been, 15 years?
Yeah, 15 years since the first Incredibles, and I actually...
What the fuck?
Whoa!
Who doesn't have their phone off?
Oh, my bad.
Damn it, Steve.
Sorry, guys.
He's already breaking the rules. We
Yeah.
got video for one day, and he's already breaking the rules.
Yeah.
Salty Steve's back at it again.
That's right. With
So,
all my
of course,
saltiness.
This is going to truly be an episode about talking about whatever is on our mind. We're just going to be talking about some random questions. I believe Alex is going to be giving a Shreddy's take on Incredibles 2.
Yes.
And so let's just jump into it, guys. Let's not beat around the bush today.
Yeah,
of
we
course,
time is money today.
Time is money, but I actually forgot, social media plugs. Of course.
That's 2 weeks in a row that he forgot the social media
let's
plug.
hear it, Nate.
I'm just slipping. Of course, you can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, at The Low Side Podcast. Of course, also on YouTube, now that we've got the video going. If you're checking out the video, thank you so much. The video is obviously only going to be on YouTube and Facebook.
We might be able to change that. Let's see if we can do some iTunes video.
Yeah, iTunes video.
Let's start petitioning.
Hey, Instagram is going to start allowing certain users to have hour-long uploads.
That's true. Now we got another platform.
We're going to be there.
Yeah.
Give us time.
At
we'll be there.
least decent snippets at the very least.
Yeah, do you think we could, because we've been talking about doing a live show too, do you think that Instagram video, since you can do the live video, maybe we can do a live show on Instagram? Could somebody just hold their phone up like this the
just
entire
hold it
time?
the whole time?
Yeah, we could do that.
My arm hurts, guys.
We
Please.
can hire Justin to do it. He'll do it for us.
No, we can have a drone shot and just have the drone flying in here.
No, constant humming.
But so Steve, you want to
Start us off?
Okay, hold on. Cut that part out.
We're not editing.
Because I'm not done. I wasn't done with the social media plugs.
Okay.
All right. Something Nate doesn't know is I'm not cutting this episode. We're going
Not at all.
We're just going in raw, baby.
All right.
That's fine.
Go ahead and finish the
go
plug.
ahead and finish it.
Okay, and of course, if you're listening, audio listeners, iTunes, Google Play, all those good things, the Low Side Podcast, rate and review us, please. Please.
Thumbs
We're
up.
desperate.
We need the reviews.
What do you want from me?
Yeah.
Tell me.
We have video
I'll do
for
it.
you now. What else do you want?
I'll do it.
What else do they want?
Okay.
Alex?
So,
well, we can get into that, but
Whoa.
social media plugs, check.
Yep.
Steve Ayala.
All right. Whoa.
I didn't mean to say your last name.
Cut that
bro.
out. You have to cut that out. All right,
Just
guys.
bleep it.
you need to get away from your mic, bro.
Sorry, I'm just excited. It's been a while, okay? We're all back together.
Yeah.
Now people can see why
Yeah.
you sound so damn muffled all the time.
I know, right? We're back. Car? Apartment? Hello? All right, first topic for today. What would you guys do? What would you guys do if you won the lottery? Let's say, Alex, you won $10 million.
All right.
What are you doing with that money? What are you
We're
going to
not
do?
going through everything that we're talking today, or we're just going to start going?
We're just going to start with this
Topic
one.
by
We'll just
topic?
go one by one.
Okay.
You won $10 million. What would you do with it?
I'll tell you right now, Steve. 2 chicks at the same time.
Oh, God.
No, that's only $1 million. That's not 10
all right.
million. You could
So,
do 2 chicks with, or wait, 10.
I'm going to be the responsible adult here and probably say that I would invest probably at least half of it.
Okay.
I would probably save most of it for a filmmaking fund so I can literally do whatever the fuck I want and nobody can tell me otherwise. $1 million movie? You can't tell me how to make my $1 million movie. Only Sredy could tell himself how to make his $1 million
If you could
movie.
make a movie with the budget you did for cashing out, just imagine what it would be like with some money in your pocket.
Like, I would make the highest quality porno
right.
that you could think of.
Right. 4K.
With $1 million.
Do they make 4K pornos?
I cannot confirm or deny.
Nate, would you know?
No comment.
Yeah, I don't know
You know,
either.
I posted a question on Twitter the other day. I don't know if you guys saw, but do you think they make descriptive narrative?
I would just
pornography?
I would just imagine like parentheses moaning.
I'm
and
going to
then
answer this question.
You know it.
I was curious enough to check it out, and man, it's a trip.
Really?
You guys should.
Is it entertaining?
It's very entertaining, just because they don't say like he inserted himself into her vagina.
Oh
Like
my
they
gosh.
get
Graphic descriptions.
graphic.
Do you have a link we can all check out?
Just Google
I'm just curious.
descriptive narrative
Porn.
porn. You will find something.
All right.
I'm gonna need the link.
Yeah, just leave it in the description
Yeah.
down below.
We'll be posting a link
Yeah.
in the description.
Comment down below if you're familiar with what Alex
Man,
is
this
talking
episode is off the rails already. I love it.
about. Yeah, we're-
Videos, we just like turn into completely different. Now that you can see us,
Right.
We just don't give a fuck anymore.
Right.
Apparently,
You know what's going on.
Usually, it's the other way around because we could at least hide our identities with
Right.
our voices.
here we are.
This is
Yeah.
Here we are.
this is a flaming train,
Yeah, it's going down the
and it's going off the rails, and that is a-okay.
All right, so you would spend a little bit, or you would invest some of it.
Yes.
Would you splurge on anything? I mean,
I'd
is
probably
it
splurge.
Is it all
I don't
movie
really
related?
I'm not like super into material possessions.
Yeah,
so
you are.
Like,
Look at that shirt.
oh, well, we'll get to the shirt. I have some things to say about the shirt. No shameless plugs or anything today
Yep.
on the episode. But anyway,
Do you have a bigger version of that shirt as far as like
Bigger
image
version?
goes? Not like
do you mean?
size, but like, do you have that blown up?
This
Because
is
I like
blown
that
up.
one. Is it? All right.
it was actually about like here on
Yeah.
the original one, but then I got complaints that it was too small, and I feel like this one's too big.
I feel it's too small still. But
I think that's
you
a
like
good
it?
size.
Is a good size?
Alex,
Okay.
plug your damn merch store.
Yeah, just do it
we'll
already.
We'll do the merch
Oh, wait,
store
yeah.
later. I got
So-
some things to say about the merch store. Now that we have video and I'm unfiltered today, I got some things to say. But going back to the splurging,
Right.
I'm not really. I would buy a muscle car for sure.
What kind?
I'm not 100% sure, just because
Ooh,
like
how
I
would you
want,
not
I
know
want,
already?
I know, but I want a muscle car, but I haven't really looked enough into like what I would want to get.
What specifics is it that you are
I just
looking
like
for?
the style.
Okay,
of
so
it.
more looks than performance.
Well, I would definitely want to get into performance. Going back to my Fast and Furious nerdum, I definitely
Yeah.
like the Charger in the
Right.
first movie.
All right.
I like I'm not sure what kind of. I think it's a Chevy in Drive. I know your favorite movie of all time.
Yeah, 3 out of 5.
Yes.
Yep.
I really like that car too. So I don't really know off the top of my head. Eventually, when I have my midlife crisis, I'll probably start looking into it a little bit.
Right.
But until then,
I say you get a movie or a muscle car after Cashing Out comes out,
when I
because
get
we
those,
know it'll
those
be
hot checks.
Yeah, it'll be a financial success.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Would you travel anywhere?
Yeah, I'd probably do some traveling too. That's mostly what I would probably splurge on. Probably go to Vegas and
Again?
get a ton of coke and
Steaks?
escorts, and
$100
steaks.
steaks.
Yeah, so,
We talked about that
yeah.
a few episodes
I'd
ago.
be the typical success story, and I just completely just plummet
Right. You just-
afterwards.
Sniff it up your nose and
Yeah.
be done.
Yep, I'm 100% probably going to do cocaine at some point.
Oh,
No, I'm kidding.
Speaking of drugs, did you guys hear that we're, I guess, close to a bill signing or some sort of decision
the federal law.
on marijuana? Did you guys hear
Wow.
about that?
I
I
didn't.
did.
Some of the guys that I play hockey with were talking about it yesterday, and they're talking about it going not going live, but being available for people medicinally, and then
There's no hiding anything.
What'd you do that
anymore?
for? Yeah.
Because you're banging on the damn
Because you're
table.
banging the
oh,
table.
sorry.
Oh, can you guys not hear this?
This is what I want to have happen on the show.
Yeah.
So medicinal
Order.
purposes, and then maybe recreational. I don't know how true that one is. I could definitely see the medicinal side of things.
Do you think our boy KJU had anything to do with that?
Maybe.
Maybe. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh,
Yeah, now
took-
you figured it out.
took me a minute to click what you were talking about. I mean, I don't want to get into the debate or anything, but it's pretty like if it's legal in certain states already in the United States, I don't understand why it just
Right. Just let it
like
go.
why could you get arrested literally like one state over if for instance, you were hanging out in Colorado,
Right.
and then literally you go to the next state over, it's illegal.
Busted.
You get like that makes no sense to me, at least living in America,
Yeah.
that like certain states can have different laws like that. And I mean, every state does, but with something like that where it's like, you could face like serious jail time.
Yeah.
It's kind of ridiculous that you're like, wow, if I literally lived in a different state in the same country, things would be very different for me.
Yeah, you'd be good. Yeah, I don't like that. It has so much more benefit for people than it does a negative side.
True.
And it's not, like you said, available everywhere. It's just, it's dumb. But
That it is.
the day that it goes live for anyone to purchase,
It goes
You're all-
live.
you're
I
all
will
in.
be there. Yeah, I'm gonna be there at the store.
As a non-user, I could not really care one way or another. but
It'll
I-
make the podcast
I
better.
do. Yeah, we're just gonna start blazing up in here.
You ever see
actually.
the Joe Rogan Experience?
That's true.
Exactly.
But you know what? I think it is kind of a silly law, but
Yeah.
it doesn't really affect me.
Right.
So I'm not super concerned.
so
about
whatever.
It.
So you're not gonna be buying it.
Probably
your
not.
your lottery money won't be going towards
My
marijuana.
lottery money's going towards Coke. not
Oh, something
marijuana.
better. I
Yes.
see. All right,
If
Nate.
if I'm gonna do it, I'm going hard.
Right, Nate. What would you do if you won the lottery?
I would be the opposite of Alex, and I would just spend it all because I'm an irresponsible millennial.
You know what he'd do? He'd probably just buy a house full of Blu-rays. Like Nate would have the largest Blu-ray collection.
Yeah, honestly, I'd probably do some stupid shit like buy like a really expensive action figure, buy some really expensive Blu-rays.
Yeah, but even then, they're not that expensive.
Right. I mean, nothing would be costing me a milli, but a couple $100 here
Right.
and there. I'd probably just buy it. I'd buy a Lambo.
Would you, if you were to buy a house,
Mm-hmm.
would you put a theater inside your house, Atmos style?
Oh,
if I could
there
have
you
like
go. That's what I would splurge on. For sure.
If I could have like a movie, not like a shitty projector that you can just buy that just has an HDMI port, but if I could have like a Christie projector in my house
Yeah.
to like give me that nice 2 or 4K display, then I'd be down. But if it was just like, your projector that you buy at Best Buy, like I wouldn't do that. Like if I could ball out, I would.
It would like come out from the screen or from the ceiling, right?
Yeah.
And then like go back up when you're done. It would be awesome.
Would you rather have a projector or like a massive TV? Because you can get like a 120-inch TV.
I'm down with the TV. I think the TV looks cooler.
Yeah.
Even though the projector is a little bit more functional, it's like you can move it around and kind of mount it. I mean, you could mount a TV also, but I just feel like TVs, when you walk into someone's house and you see a big ass TV, I like
This person is legit.
this guy won the lottery.
Yeah, and I agree with that. I would definitely rather go TV, and that's why I said I would only go like movie theater style if I could get like an actual legitimate projector.
Yeah.
Just because you guys know me, I'm a big quality nut. So
Just do what Quentin Tarantino did and just buy a whole theater.
I mean,
Like a whole
Shit,
theater,
I
movie
might as
theater?
well.
Like he owns a theater in Los Angeles.
Dang.
yeah,
Just his.
Yep.
that is
Well, I
true.
mean,
Does he
it's
just show
open to-
his films?
It's open. No, it's open to the public, but
Oh,
he
nice.
screens a lot of like. I don't think there's any digital, so
Okay.
he only screens 35 millimeter.
Really?
Movies. Yeah.
That's awesome.
yeah.
yeah.
I miss film.
Older movies.
Yeah, that's
Me
cool.
too.
I mean, you can still go see movies on film. You just can't be lazy about it, Steve.
You got to go somewhere.
You actually have to get up and watch a movie,
Yeah.
Steve.
Alex and I saw Hateful Eight in 70 millimeter, and
It's
it was
true.
it was
Didn't
glorious.
you guys went together, right? Chicago?
Yeah.
Where did you guys go?
The Music Box Theater,
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yep.
I forgot.
right by Wrigley Field.
Great theater.
Your favorite place?
Yeah. Yeah, the biggest gay bar in the Northwest or in
Chicago.
Chicago, yeah.
So, yeah, I would probably just buy some dumb shit. Maybe cop the green Lambo. I don't know.
Nice.
But yeah, what about you, Steve? What would you do if you won $10 million in the lottery?
I would give it to you.
Really?
Yeah.
Thanks, bro.
I would give, no way.
Why not me?
Cuz
I could at least get your investment back.
you're making cashing out money. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah. All that cash you got money.
All
Yeah,
those t-shirt
Where'd
money.
that money come from on that shirt?
Yeah, exactly.
Exposed.
Yeah, where did that come from? Is that stock footage?
Stock.
It's stock
I know I
footage.
took this picture myself.
Oh, okay. So you just had that
So
later
all
on.
that stuff was
Are those
laid
si-
out on a table.
Are those singles laid out underneath that
Singles,
$100 bill? You had $100 bill
no,
and the rest.
it's blank paper.
Yeah, you can see that. You can see that in the trailer
Yeah.
for cashing out.
don't expose.
I should probably watch that trailer.
This is
Haven't
what
seen it yet.
happens when you don't edit this. Now you get exposed.
Yeah, now I get exposed. Actually, you know what? I wanted to say something real quick because since Shredy's been a little tired and his brain hasn't been working, I've edited the last two podcasts that we did in the last couple of days, and entirety of Nate's and I's hereditary discussion, I refer to the demon as Pygan, and it's Pyman. So for an hour, I refer to this demon as the wrong name, and I can't wait to get grilled about that. You weren't here for this, but on Steve and I's episode, I thought there were 52 states. Confirmed, there's only 50 states. I couldn't remember how many states there were.
That's so funny you said that, because as soon as you said that, because you looked at me and he goes, there's 52, right? And I'm like,
Yeah.
maybe he knows something I don't know. Yeah, there's 52. Of course there is. I just rolled with it. It was just like,
Yeah.
Damn.
I had that look. And I'm like, yeah, there are. Yeah,
I don't know why I didn't think like, hey, you got your cell phone. Like, why don't you just confirm this right now?
We've done that before, and I was still wrong. Remember the whole Conor McGregor?
Oh, yeah.
He makes
84 billion.
84 billion.
Was it billion? Did I say that high?
It's a billion.
Yeah, it was pretty ridiculous.
That's what we were grilling you about.
Yeah, there was still 52 states.
That's not even Mark Zuckerberg money,
Yeah.
bro.
So
Dang.
just a heads up, audience. The demon's name in Hereditary is Pyman.
Yeah.
And
or
there are
payment.
or Payman, and there are 50 states in the United States.
We're all about true news here
news.
on the Low Side Podcast.
Actually, I'm just gonna try to convince people from now on
that there's 52 states.
that there's 52 states.
Well, didn't we
and
just
a
add
whole bunch of,
or Puerto Rico? Did we annex that or something like that?
I don't know.
Yeah.
But the two that I was getting confused was Alaska and Hawaii.
Because they're not attached. They're not part of the
Right.
continental.
So I'm like, wait.
Yeah.
Geography?
There's 52 states.
Yeah.
We're down with that. All right. What would I do with $10 million? I would probably give some. I've always, like what you said, I'd probably be responsible with a majority of it. I would probably give some to friends and family just because,
You got to be careful with that, though.
No, I know. Yeah, I know. That's one thing like that I've kind of talked about with some other friends before. I'm like, listen, I don't want to give some to this person. And then, Uncle Nate comes around. Hey, where's my money at? And then like you don't hear the end of it. What are you doing?
Trying to adjust.
You're on camera.
I don't give a shit.
So
You guys are going to see the real me today, all right? That's hashtag true news.
So after that, I would probably go buy, the Jeep Rubicons.
Not to my knowledge.
It probably looks like a Jeep.
It's a Jeep Wrangler, but it's just like a souped up edition. Some of you guys out there probably know what I'm
I'd
talking
be down
about.
with that.
They're super awesome. I would get one of those. It's got like the top you can take off. It looks super nice. I would get one of those.
What's the most expensive fishing rod you could possibly buy?
They're pretty pricey, but I wouldn't be spending any more than a couple $100.
I would buy an
So-
Alexa
Really?
and a Red Epic just because I could.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah?
true.
Yeah.
I would buy Alexa. I would buy the floor.
Oh, sorry. Alexa. What I mean by Alexa, the camera Alexa, not the not the home
The home
device.
assist. Yeah.
Maybe I would buy one of those
Yeah.
too.
I was going to say, those are relatively
But the-
affordable. What a weird thing to be like,
Yeah.
I need $10 million before I buy this.
I would want an Airy Alexa, which is like probably a couple $100,000
Dang.
camera. Like this thing costs like $2,400. Like the Alexa Mini, which is only like 60 grand, costs about $2,400 a week to rent.
Nice.
So I could only imagine what the full
Yeah.
Alexa would cost.
What else would I get? I'd probably find me a house in the area that's on a lake
I'd still live at home.
and that has a pool. He's just raking in the money. And then probably, that's a good idea. Like new camera equipment, probably some nice GoPros. Probably get some of
No,
those.
you need to upgrade to a Red.
I would buy us the camera or the microphones that H3
The Shure.
uses.
The
Yeah,
Shure,
the
okay.
Shures.
Yeah.
So you get the Shures.
Okay.
And then I'll get the Red.
'Cause-
Not the Red Epics. I'll get like the Red. There's like a 4.5K one
Right.
that we could use. Just get 3 of those.
Yeah. What does H3 have that we don't have besides nice cameras?
They
A fan base.
they have a fan base.
There you go.
They're using C100s, which those are relatively affordable. We could get like 20 of those and have like 18 different angles. Like we can get angles of our feet if we wanted to.
Sure.
So we can see my nervous tick where I just
Yeah.
shake my leg.
Right.
Switch
know.
to the foot cam.
Yes. Twitch cam. All we have to do is paint this room, put up some nice, low side podcast stickers or something, or like wall art stickers.
We really need to. Maybe they'll let us like rent this place and just let us do whatever the.
We
want.
kind of did on Tuesday, right? Kind of just did
Well,
whatever.
yeah, we just kind of did what we want, but we're not renting.
That's true. It's free.
You're right. It's rent free.
So I would get us some new equipment for the podcast, and then I would
Maybe we
definitely.
should rent out an office.
I brought that up before, and you said, I don't know, they cost money.
It does cost money.
I know.
That's true news.
We could find somebody who can let
Shit.
us use the
Okay,
space.
so these guys really want to do a live stream. I looked into what live streaming would cost. We would need to get live stream adapters to plug the adapters to plug the cameras into a computer, which you need probably at least one of those per camera. And the ones that I were looking at were $200, and I didn't see them, $150, and they weren't any cheaper anywhere else. So give or take $500 just to plug this thing into the computer. I have no idea what the live streaming app costs.
Ooh.
I'm hoping it's free, but
Probably not.
probably not.
Yeah, it's
I
pretty
can't remember
pricey.
what it's called, but it was pretty legit because I could do like live switching and all that stuff.
Right.
Or
One
we
day.
just get one USB webcam and just have one angle.
Or have one angle.
Be a little boring, but it'd be something for now. Except for we don't have internet here, so I don't know why we're even dreaming about
we need
this.
that. We need an office building
We'd
with
have
internet.
to move.
I like to stream, guys. Just leave me alone.
Right. If we
Let me
had
go
10
into my
million, we
place.
could just buy all this stuff. We could
Yeah.
just build our own studio.
Yeah,
USB plugins everywhere, Wi-Fi. We'd be set.
we would be.
We
soon.
would be the Northwest Indiana.
But we'd
podcast.
probably go bankrupt in a month because we'd probably get like all the high quality shit
No.
and just.
Do you think
run
$10
out
million
of
dollars
money.
would run out of money? We would run out of money with that?
We could find ways.
No. Oh my gosh.
I could do it. Give me 5 days.
All right, I'll be the budget guy then. We'll keep this ship afloat, all right?
Yep.
All right, so Nate, any updates with Out of the Basement for this summer? Do you guys got anything coming up soon we need to know about?
We've just been we've started live streaming a lot more. I bought a webcam.
Okay.
So
What'd you get?
It's a Logitech. I can't remember the brand because I couldn't be bothered to really care. But it was like $50. It's like a lower end camera, but it's still 1080p. So we've just been trying to get into the live stream game more. We're playing video games on our channel,
Ooh.
which is a lot of fun. We've been playing Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic because we talk a lot about Star Wars on the channel, so we figured that our audience wouldn't mind us playing a Star Wars video game. That's really the big update to the channel this summer, is us just trying to broaden our horizons
Right.
a little bit.
Have you seen a increase with the live streams? Like, do people seem to kind of get into it?
So far, we've only done 2. We did one last week, and we did one literally just before this podcast. We were live streaming.
Okay.
And people were showing up, talking in the chat, and so it was honestly pretty fun. Like, I was feeling it. I was wow.
How many viewers you guys got?
We had like 23 total
Oh,
views,
shit.
and we had like 5 people consistently watching through our hour-long live stream.
Nice.
We were just talking about Star Wars, talking about how we feel about what's going on right now. And there was also some. There's a James Cameron companion book that just came out for a TV show he's doing, and it actually has like George Lucas commenting on what he would have done with episodes 7 through 9. And it sounded like a steaming pile of garbage. So I'm really happy that George Lucas didn't get to do what he was doing with Star Wars, because it sounded worse than the prequels, and that was scary.
Nice.
So, but yeah, I think as long as we keep consistent, we keep doing it, I think more and more people will show up. So
Yeah.
today was a really good day.
Did you have any issues with chat, like the like the video chat? You know how people kind of chime in and say they'll talk to you guys, they'll they'll engage with you guys. But do you had anyone kind of like just trolling, just to troll?
No, not yet.
Because I've been kind of curious to see how that would go. I tried to do like a live beer stream, review kind of thing, just to try it out, just to see how it would go. And it was tough because I did like an announcement like on Facebook, just to see if my friends would watch and just kind of see how it would go. 3 people showed up, which is fine. I admitted it probably wasn't going to be all that great anyway.
You got to build the audience. It's not
Yeah.
like they just appear out of nowhere.
But it's like I would just try to do it all on my phone, and it's kind of tough.
Yeah.
So I would imagine it'd be a lot easier the way you guys went about it.
It's a setup. Like if you saw the way like the behind the scenes look, because we have our lights up, we've got our external mic, our
Right.
Blue Snowball that can handle more than one voice at a time.
Nice.
We've got the webcam set up. Like, it's a process, and to record the gameplay, you have to have a separate device that you plug into your computer and plug into your game console.
And then all that goes onto
all that goes onto YouTube.
Nice.
And we broadcast through Open Broadcast Source, I believe is what it's called. OBS. It's what most people use. It's really user-friendly, though.
Is there a schedule for the live stream?
Not yet.
Okay.
Just because...
Because I want to check it out.
Yeah.
I could watch it, after, but I'd like to see it live. I think that'd be cool.
Yeah, we haven't determined a schedule yet, just because with all three of our jobs, we don't consistently have the same days off, so it makes it a little bit harder to come together consistently. But I'm thinking maybe because me and Bucky are usually off Thursday mornings, so I'm thinking that maybe that's gonna start being our regular streaming time.
Nice.
So yeah, that's what's going on with Out of the Basement. Feeling good.
Nice.
Sredy, any updates with cashing out?
Well, we should probably go on break right now because Nate's kind of got a dip. But
true.
All right.
Steve and I are going to be continuing this podcast without Nate for the rest of the time here. So stay tuned. Don't go anywhere.
We'll be right back.
And I'll see you guys later on the next episode. This is Nate, and I'm signing out.
All right, guys. We'll be right back right after this. Welcome back, everybody, to the Low Side Podcast. I am joined here with just Steve.
Hello, guys.
Nate had to dip out if you guys weren't listening for the first 30 minutes of the show. He is going to see a movie, and that is why he's not here.
Yep, another empty seat.
But that's okay, because I did that last week. It's just... This podcast lives and dies with me, so they can't continue recording without me.
Yep, you got all the stuff, man.
Yep. So, Steve, what were we talking about?
We were talking about, right before we left on break, we were talking about channel updates, specifically our personal YouTube channels. Nate gave his update, so we're going to go ahead and get into a quick cashing out we'll just go ahead and do a quick cashing out update, because you got a lot of stuff coming up, and you have... 48-hour thing, yes?
Yeah, I guess I should talk about that. So I don't have a ton of stuff to talk about with cashing out. It's kind of the same as when we talked about it a little bit on the podcast with just the two of us. But I should be expecting some updates here pretty soon. I'll probably have them by the time this episode's out. But I am doing the 48-hour film project this year again. That will be July 13th through the 15th. Basically, what the 48-hour film project is I have to write, shoot, and edit a movie in 48 hours. Well, 48 and a half hours. A short film, not a feature. That would utterly suck, and every one of those films would suck if we had to make an entire movie in 2 days.
Right.
But anyway, this will be my sixth time doing it.
Yes. Sixth
time doing it. I did it for the last 7 years, but I skipped a year right in the center. I did 3. Skipped a year, and past 3 years now, I've done it.
Do you know what your subject is yet? Like what your...
Nope. So the way the contest works is we get a genre, a line of dialogue, a character, and a prop that we have to use that keeps the contest honest. So we'll get all that on Friday night, and after that, they just let us run wild.
So what is the prop? I mean, could it be anything? Like, what does that mean?
It's usually just something stupid. Last year was an envelope. Okay. So in my film submission last year, Radis, basically it's about an exterminator.
Which was awesome, by the way.
It's about a group of exterminators that are hired to kill a quote-unquote rat.
Okay.
Rat meaning like they think it's an actual rat, but it turns out that it's like a narc.
Right.
But at the end, basically the woman who sets out the hit gives them money inside of an envelope. So that was how we use the prop. So we can use it however we want.
Nice.
It just has to show up. We don't have to make it like a point of interest. It just needs to show up somewhere so they can see it.
Cool. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So as far as cashing out, you guys, it's still out for, was it out for color grade, right?
Color grading, well, color correction, color grading, as well as sound. It's pretty much all the sound work. Like the way that sound design works is somebody will come in, do all the dialogue cutting, do all the sound effect work, mix it all together, do the music, pretty much all that separately. But I don't have any money, so I have one person literally doing all of that.
Dang.
Yes. So I've just been calling it sound mixing,
right?
Just as like a generalization, but pretty much all of the sound work.
Do we have a better idea of a date?
Nope.
Still the same.
Still the
Still
same.
we don't know.
Still the same. Hoping by the end of the summer. And that's all I can say.
All right. That's cool.
That's a hope.
All right. So as far as Yalla TV goes, I know some of you out there who listen to the podcast also follow my channel, and I greatly appreciate that. So thank you. Some ideas and hopefully some goals by the time the summer's over. There is some fishing content I want to bring to you guys. There's a lake down south in Indiana. It's called Lake Maxinatucky or Maxinacucky, something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know how to say the name. It's really long. But anyway, supposedly great fishing. I want to try and rent a boat out, go out with some friends, and bring the fishing viewers some good content. And I also want to hit up the big lake, Lake Michigan, maybe do a charter, maybe catch some bigger fish that you don't really find around here, besides like catfish and stuff. I don't really want to catch any of those. So anyway, that's the idea. Maybe take a long weekend, go out with some friends and do some fishing. And then the other thing that I'm looking to bring to the channel, which is the other side, which is the beer stuff, I'm looking to hook up with Sean from Draft Therapy. I've mentioned a few times on the podcast.
Okay.
And I want to go meet up with him in Michigan and maybe hit up some breweries, do some reviews, maybe even talk to some brewers at the at the breweries and kind of see like, hey, what's coming up next? What are you guys working on? What can we expect by the end of summer? Just kind of things like that, kind of pick their brain a little bit. And I think it'd be fun. I think it'd be pretty cool. If you guys haven't checked out Sean's YouTube page, you guys can. It's a youtube.com/drafttherapy. Sean does mostly just Michigan beers. He occasionally will step out of the Michigan realm and do beers that you can get, anyone can get across the country, mostly your bigger beer distributors. But anyway, I'm looking to hook up with him sometime this summer and kind of do that and just bring that to the channel. I think that'd be cool. So
nice.
That's kind of my two goals for this year. And I'm hoping I can get a boat, Sredy. I want to buy me a little fishing boat so I can take it out on these lakes that are around here.
Well, I'm going to call you out right now.
I'm just okay.
I know you want a boat.
Yeah.
But is this boat going to be in Indiana?
Oh.
Or
yes, good call. Or Florida. I know, right? So, as far as that goes, we're still 50-50.
Still deciding. He was supposed to decide this days ago.
I know, Monday or
Tuesday.
Tuesday. Yeah, we're still deciding on if we're going to move or not to Florida for a job opportunity. I don't know. The best answer I can say is I'll have one for you soon.
The best answer is
by the end of summer.
It's about the same for cashing out.
Yeah.
We just don't know. It could happen.
Exactly. It could happen. It could not. Who knows? We'll see.
All right. So Steve's going to be sticking around for a little bit then.
Yeah, we got at least a few more episodes of low side of cashing out.
At least one.
Yeah, at least one more episode.
We only do one episode about every 3 months now.
Oh, stop.
I'm kidding.
It's not that bad.
Yeah, I know.
So as far as Yalla TV goes, that's what I have planned, and hopefully you guys stick around for some of that. If you're into fishing stuff or beer stuff, share it with your friends. I'd greatly appreciate it. Come on over. We're going to have a good time. Hope to see you guys there.
Beer
and fishing.
Beer and fishing.
All right. Local plugs?
Yeah. All right. So the Low Side Podcast local film plug. For those who don't know, I am a local filmmaker in the Chicagoland region, and I know what it's like to not have your stuff advertised,
heard, seen, shared,
anything like that. So I wanted to try and give back to my filmmaking colleagues.
Right.
I wanted to give back to the community.
Right. The brotherhood.
So essentially what I do is there is a submission form. I don't care what kind of film you've made. It could be a feature, a short, a web series.
A porno?
Not a porno.
Okay.
Nothing racist, nothing sexist.
Good.
Anything like that. I
Right.
try to screen the films before I do the show. That doesn't always happen, but I at least watch a minute or two to make sure I'm not getting descriptive narrative porn, just in case.
You should Google that, by the way.
Yes. So on this form, basically, all the information I'll need is the title of the film, what kind of film, director, actors, where we can find it, if it's just a trailer or the whole thing, any information that you can give me that will help me promote it, and then I will tell people to watch it, and people will listen to me. I don't know why, but people trust my opinion.
Yeah, they do.
So
you have the knowledge, man.
I have the knowledge.
They trust you.
So send it my way, please. I don't have a shortened link that I can just tell you on the podcast to go to. So make sure you check out the link in the description. That is the LSP LSP, and then I will have a link for the submission form. Make sure you guys check that out. But anyway, let's get started. Unless you have a thought.
Yeah, I had a quick question. How many entries are you getting? Or hey, I want a shout out. How many are you getting per week? Or
The first week the first day that I put it out, I got like 14.
wow, that's good.
And I haven't gotten any in the last couple of weeks.
Oh, really?
So apparently people don't want free advertising.
And that's what I was gonna say. We brought this up before in a few episodes ago, where it's just like this is. I mean, we're obviously a small channel, but hopefully we're growing, and we're being consistent. We're always recording. This
So you guys remember that, because if we blow up and you didn't give me your film back when we were just little guys,
nothing.
guess what? LFP is going to be dead.
Yeah.
I'm going to be like, you know what? I only want Quentin Tarantino's movies to be plugged on our show.
Yeah. So
Not
take
you
the
little
time,
people.
fill this out.
Yes.
Hopefully this is a good exposure for you guys. I mean, again, we're small, but we're still reaching out to 200, 300 people whenever the episodes come out. So, hey, it's free. Use it
Free.
up. All right, what do you got?
People thank me. People really like what I've talked to at least one of the filmmakers, and I didn't talk to him personally, but I try to post the submission form on different social media groups and things like that. And I posted it, and one of the filmmakers who we talked about was like, "Hey guys, this is legit. Like try and get on it." But apparently, just nobody gives a shit.
Right. Well, I think too, maybe it's just another, hey, maybe they lost interest in it, or they don't think that, like they just get discouraged. Oh, this isn't going to go anywhere. Well, maybe not. I mean, but also maybe so.
Yeah.
Someone who listens to this, hey, I like that, or that sounds cool.
Exactly.
Let's hit it up.
Your film could be somebody's next favorite film.
Exactly.
But they didn't know about it until they heard it on the Low Side podcast.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So let's just jump in.
Yeah, jump in it. Let's.
All right. So the first film I have is titled The Father. The Father is directed by Ben Basem. And I'm very sorry, as always, if I chop up people's names.
Every week.
Every week I'm chopping up people's names. This was shot in Northwest Indiana. The main actors are Avery Miller and Sherilyn Golson. The synopsis is it's sort of a day in a life of a company that sort of sells a service where a man is sort of like a surrogate father. So for families or like single mothers or anything like that, if they don't have like a husband or like a stepfather or anything like that around, this company basically offers a service to where you can purchase a surrogate father for a day or a few days, or they come by once a week or something like that. So it's sort of a day in the life of.
Does this movie say what that service is?
I don't remember. It's been a while since I
it.
watched it.
Okay.
I watched it a few times because when I get to the interesting facts, you'll
Okay.
know why I watched it a couple of times.
All right.
But this is a drama. It is a short film. I don't know if I mentioned that, but it's at a runtime at about 7 minutes. The full movie link will be in the description below. You can also follow Ben on YouTube at Ben Basem. I'll put a link for that as well in the description. And the interesting fact for this, I didn't actually talk to Ben. I just seeked this movie out because Avery Miller, the main actor, is in Cashing Out.
Ooh.
He plays one of the main characters.
Man.
So that's pretty much the reason why
Hey.
I put this on here.
Hey, it works.
Yeah. So I'm going to have to hit up Avery right before this podcast comes out so he can hit up the director. Yeah.
All right. And is that it?
That's
Just
it for
the
that.
one?
No. That's it just for that one.
Oh, okay.
I got 2 more.
Okay.
I decided not to do 5 anymore.
Quiet week.
5 is a little, yeah. Well, like I said, I have been running out of material. That's not a joke.
All right.
So the next one is titled Distant Horizons. This is by Adam Allen, who I have shouted out. This will be the 3rd time now. Again, like I said, we're running out of material.
Send us it.
These filmmakers who have been submitting, they've been submitting like 3 films to me. So that's pretty much all I have. But anyway, the main actors are Kelsey Scomer, Alex Westrick, Jason Lee Vance, Sophia Foldveri, and Isabel Rivera. It is a short drama running at about 10 minutes. The synopsis is, having drifted apart after going to college, a young woman invites her friends for a night out. When it proves harder than expected, she must do everything to keep them together.
Ooh.
we have a full movie here, not just the trailer. I'll provide that in the description as always, and you can also find more of Adam's work at flbproductions.com. And the interesting fact that he provided for this film is that it was an official selection for the 2018 Hudson Valley Drive International Film Festival, as well as the Rahway Reels short film competition. So got into a couple little festivals and contests. That's pretty cool.
Where's the Hudson Valley thing at? Do you know? Is that a Michigan thing?
I actually
or?
didn't look that up.
Okay.
So somewhere in the United States, probably.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, the 52 states.
Yeah,
There.
the 52 states, guys. All right, and for our last film, it is titled The Undead from Space. This is another film from Jay Welin, who we have talked about many times on the show. The main actors are John Stottman, Chancey Arnold, and Clark Spalding. This is a zombie comedy.
Ooh.
Did not specify if it's a short or a feature.
I think Nate would like this one.
Probably. And it is about a long-lost Soviet spacecraft that returns to Earth and brings a surprise with it.
Ooh.
I wonder what the surprise is. Couldn't be zombies, could it?
Nope. Not at all.
Damn it. I'm already spoiling the plot and I haven't even seen
it
the
might be
movie.
that dog that they sent out into space.
Maybe. We have a trailer in the description. I'll definitely provide a link for that below. And what else? You guys can find the full movie on YouTube. That's really all he said. He didn't specify it, like I said. If it's a short or a feature, probably need to specify that a little bit more on the submission form, so that's probably my fault. But anyway, his interesting fact was zombie movies are fun to make.
Yeah, I feel like they're coming back. Well, they've never really gone anywhere, though.
They haven't gone anywhere, but we haven't really seen them in the last couple of years, at least not for me.
You guys would have to check that out and do a Shreddy's take. You and Nate could watch it and see. Because I don't do scary movies, zombie movies. I don't do any of that stuff.
Nope. Yeah, Steve's a big
normie when it comes to movies.
Yes. All right, and for my last plug, last but not least, as always, it would not be very smart of me if I didn't plug my own material.
Ooh, it's a local movie here?
It is a local movie titled Cashing Out, directed by yours truly. The trailer is out now. Make sure you guys go check that out, either at the Cashing Out Facebook page. You can go to www.facebook.com/cashingoutfilm.
Nice.
I've been posting the trailer quite frequently on the Facebook page. You can also go to my YouTube channel, which is AWS Films. The Cashing Out trailer is the latest video, I want to say, that's on there.
Wow.
And you should also go pick up your Cashing Out merch. As you can see, I'm wearing my Cashing Out t-shirt today. I have 3 different shirts on the site now, as well as a signed poster and a hoodie. Guys, go buy these shirts. Your significant other will definitely find you a lot more attractive if you wear this shirt.
Mine already does. She loves it.
My girlfriend, I've been with her for 8 years now, and she has never looked at me the way that she looks at me now when I wear this shirt.
Right.
So your girlfriend will want to fuck you more than she already does when you wear this shirt. Make sure you wear this shirt during sex.
Exactly.
Yeah, while it's happening.
Yeah, +1 to sex performance.
Yes, and make sure your girlfriend's wearing it too. I know you might want to see that, but the shirt makes all the difference.
So if someone else's girlfriend wears the shirt, will they think of you or will they think of their partner?
That's a good question.
Yeah, we'll have to let us know.
Yeah, let us know in the comments below.
Leave some comments.
Does your girlfriend think about me when she's wearing this shirt? Damn it.
Okay. I'm sure
All right,
she
I'm getting
does.
too deep.
Okay. Whoa. Wait a minute.
There.
All right. So the signed autograph poster.
Yep.
Is that what it is?
Signed autograph poster by yours truly.
How big? How small?
The poster is 11 by 17. It's not the standard size. I want to say it is the size. I mean, it's like 2 8 by 10 pieces of paper, essentially.
Okay. And you've
Kind
given.
of.
I saw your post earlier on Facebook this week about one of your close friends or good friends.
No, that was actually one of the actors in the film.
Oh, okay.
He bought a poster.
Nice.
I don't know why he bought a poster, because I gave him a poster.
He's got to support the
He
cause,
got,
man.
Yeah, he got the poster that's not for sale. So he got one of
Ooh,
those.
special edition.
Sort of.
Okay, it's the same style or design. It's just
no. It's this. It's this one.
okay.
It's got everybody's names on it.
Oh, nice.
But I didn't want to sell a product with everybody's names on it, because
Yeah.
I didn't want to
Yeah, that makes
run
sense.
into the issue of, well, where's my commission check?
Right.
for using my name.
Right.
Can't do that when there's nobody's names on the.
Do you have
material.
one with everyone signed like on your wall somewhere? Because that would
No,
be cool.
but I probably I didn't make the posters until we finished shooting. Like our last day of shooting, I handed out posters to everybody.
So maybe.
So if I can get everybody here for the premiere, I'll probably do that.
I would say that'd be a great idea.
Yeah.
That'd be super cool.
But that would be very, very difficult.
Really? Oh yeah, because some of
I'd
them moved
probably be
away,
able-
right?
Yeah. Well, almost all, at least half the main actors moved away. Yeah. One went to New York, one went to Los Angeles, and the other is in Arizona.
All right. Well, good luck with that. If you need me to sign or fake a signature, let me know.
All right. Sounds good.
All right. Cool. All right. So anything else with cashing out?
Nothing with
Any other
cashing
local
out.
plugs? Are we good?
No, I think we're okay. Remember, wear the shirt. Hopefully your girlfriend's not thinking about me when you're wearing the shirt or
Right.
she's wearing the shirt.
Yeah, I actually think about you when I wear my shirt.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't have it any other way.
And I wore my shirt to a child, like a kid's softball game.
Yeah.
Parents everywhere, kids everywhere. Some dude holding up 2 pistols in his hand, you know.
And everybody wanted it, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. They asked me, "Hey, where can I get that merch?" And I said,
The cashing out store.
"Right, this is your."
Okay.
Yeah.
So if I start getting pitchforks and other things coming to my house,
No, I don't think you won't get that. I think a lot of people nowadays are just going to vent online or they're going to submit a review to the Cashing Out Facebook page.
Cashing out too many guns, 1 star.
Right. You're going to get that instead of actual complaints.
All right.
No pitchforks and fire. I think
All right.
you know how people complain nowadays.
I think I'd take the pitchforks over a bad review.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
But
Reviews kind of, movies, they live and die in their audience and critical reviews.
so when is bad press good press? Because then they say
guess-
like no press is bad or bad press.
I guess if it got good coverage, I would take it either way.
yeah,
But I think the pitchforks might actually work out a little bit more
that'd actually be kind of cool
because
though.
that would probably get covered by local news.
Right.
And then I
And-
get national news like filmmaker
Right.
gets pitchforked because he had guns on his shirt.
I hope we don't go that far.
I will die for this movie, Steve.
Okay. We can have
This-
Justin
this
do
might be-
drone footage.
This
of
might be my
the
swan
attack.
song, guys. I might not make another feature because I might get killed by an angry mob after this movie.
Yeah, and that's all my fault.
Because no other movies have ever had a gun in it.
Right. It's all this one.
Yep, just this one.
That's not good.
Yep.
All right, let's move on.
All right, moving on. We want to do Shreddy's take?
Yeah, we got to do Shreddy's take on Incredibles
Yeah.
2. You
So-
saw the double feature, right?
I did see the double feature yesterday. And I thought I saw the first one, but I'm watching this movie and I did not remember a single thing about it.
Well, the first one came out 14 years ago or something like
Yeah,
that, ain't
but
it?
I think because my girlfriend is like huge into Incredibles. She has
Yeah.
an Incredibles costume that she made.
Okay.
And she's like been begging me to watch this movie. And I could have swore that I saw the first movie, but like I said, I'm watching this movie and I'm like, I do not have a single recollection.
Seriously.
Yeah, not one.
Okay, so here's a question. This is not does the animation is there a difference in quality between then and now? I would say the simple answer
it's
is
really-
yes, but
Okay. Yes, but not so noticeable that I really caught it.
right.
Because I watched them back to back, and I'm like, these look about the same.
Really?
Yeah, I'm sure they probably upped their game a lot, but
Right.
not anything to where it was so noticeable that I'm like, damn, like,
Right.
what were they doing back then?
The big thing for me with this movie, I didn't see this movie because I didn't have any interest in it. But there are like families that will come out. There was a family today that showed up at the theater, and they had the full they're probably like 5 or 6, mom and dad, and then 4 other kids, and they're all wearing their Incredible shirts.
Yeah,
It's like a big deal, but I never really realized it. Like
it's a very
I just don't even know,
family-oriented movie, So I could definitely see that. It's about a family.
right?
At least the first one, do you know anything about what it's... Did you see the first one?
Didn't even see it.
Okay, so it's basically about Mr. Incredible, whose name is Bill Barr, and that's like his real name, but his superhero name is Mr. Incredible. Essentially, he was this big superhero in like the 70s or the 80s. I'm not really sure if they specified the time period. But he's not a super anymore because of some incidents that happen, and he's basically one of those guys who just can't get over the past.
Mm-hmm.
He's always trying to relive everything.
Yeah, like Michael Keaton.
Yeah, and he's trying to. He basically just gets himself into trouble. It's not your typical superhero movie, I would say.
Yeah.
Which I respected about it.
Okay.
It's a lot of fun. So was the second one. So I guess we'll get into a little bit about Incredibles 2. I don't have a ton of stuff I want to say about this just because I want to try and keep it a little brief. But essentially, this movie, the first movie is from the perspective of the father, whereas this one takes more. It starts off with the father, but it's more about the mom character this time.
The second one.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So she's actually doing all the superhero stuff. Superheroes are actually illegal, and basically the movie is about trying to make them legal again. So she's the one that's pretty much center of trying to make this happen. The Mr. Incredible and Sam Jackson's character, I can't remember. I think his name is Frozone, if I'm not mistaken. They come into play as well. But basically while she's out fighting crime, Mr. Incredible's at home taking care of the kids. So you got those kind of...
I see.
It's kind of a little stereotypical...
Like goofy dad
like
moments.
Dad can't take care of the kids
Right.
kind of moment, which
Right.
is fine. It's funny.
It
it's
works
not
for
super
it, right?
original. It works.
Yeah.
Everybody's going to enjoy it. So it is what it is. So things that I liked about this movie, I really liked the first one. Having not seen it, or remembering it, I'm like, okay, I really like this movie. I just thought it was a lot of fun. Characters are relatable. They're definitely a very three-dimensional. The animation is not just 3D. The characters are 3D
that's
as well.
nice. Yeah.
So they're not one-dimensional.
Quality film.
Yeah. The second one is definitely more of the same, which is fine. I knew that was going to kind of happen, but it's definitely worth a watch if you are a fan of the series. You're not going to be disappointed. Just don't expect anything new. It doesn't really make any sense for them to do anything crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It's been 15 years since they made the first one.
Why was there such a delay? Do you know
Who
any
knows?
stories?
There's a
No?
delay on every Pixar sequel.
Yeah, but
'cause
14
it's been
years?
it's almost been 10 years since the last Toy Story.
Yeah,
and
but
we're
that one's
gonna
done.
get Toy Story 3 next year, or
What?
Toy Story 4 next year.
He went off to college. He's coming back from college now?
I have no idea what
Because he
the
left
thing
for
is.
college in the last one, and now he's back. He's
Yeah.
got a job and kids now, probably.
Yeah, I don't know what the story is. I know for sure it's happening because I met I think he's the head animator at Pixar a few weeks ago.
At Chicago?
No, it was it was a Skype call. Yeah,
What are you-
I'm so
what are you been
congested.
you smoking?
No, I'm so
It's like a
congested.
smoker's
Every
cough.
episode, I'm so congested. I just can't talk.
Is it the room? Do we need to
my
mop
body,
in here?
Not even kidding, dude. My body just shuts down when I'm in here. So my nose is all.
See, we need to
gunked
win the
up.
lottery.
My throat is just like talking is rough.
You'll be all right.
Talking- Yeah.
Yeah, you'll be all right. There it is again. Smoker's cough. All right, so you met the guy. He said
so I met
there's
the guy.
Pixar's.
He said Toy Story 4 is
Toy Story
happening,
4.
and he's the lead animator.
Okay, cool.
So that's kind of cool.
All right, back to Incredibles. What else
Back
did you
to
like about
Incredible.
it?
I mean, like
You
I
said it
it's
was
just fun.
relatable.
I don't have a lot of details in this review. I didn't really prepare any material. I just kind of went into this not really having any expectations, just because I didn't remember the first movie and I didn't remember if I liked it or not. So I'm
Right.
just kind of meh. But it was a lot of fun. It's definitely enjoyable. The people who I think will like this movie, definitely, like I said, the fans of the original. And if you're bringing your kids, if you're a fan of the original, most of these people who probably have kids now that like the original, so bringing your kids to this movie, I think they'll definitely find it very enjoyable. As far as the adult crowd, I don't think this movie has a lot of adult jokes.
Does it? I was just
Man.
going to ask. You know how a lot of movies, those kid shows have that.
The first movie has a guy trying to kill himself.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, and Mr. Incredible saves him, and he gets in trouble because the guy wanted to die, and he's suing him for saving him because he didn't want to live.
What?
It's so bizarre. I'm like you could get away with this stuff in the early 2000s, apparently.
Yeah, I don't think that would fly now. They
No,
took out.
it
What was the last movie
100%.
that came out a few weeks ago? That dog movie.
Oh, Show Dogs?
Yeah, and there was some There was some
there
controversy
some
with that.
crotch sniffing scene or something.
Yeah.
And it was like a running joke throughout the movie. So even after they cut the scene out, it didn't make a difference.
Yeah, because they don't know what they're talking about. Like, it
it's
didn't
like
finish, right?
They keep talking about it throughout the movie, so parents were still complaining
Yeah.
that it was happening. But they cut out the scene, but they're still talking about the crotch sniffing.
We can't keep it clean for the
Apparently
kids.
not.
Yeah, we just have to
can't keep it clean. Well, the jokes in Incredibles are so subtle.
Really?
Like, you have to have a super dirty mind, like myself,
Heyo.
to get these jokes. I can't remember them all, but
Are they actually good though?
they're pretty funny.
Really?
Like, if you catch them, they're pretty damn funny.
So you got to pay attention. Like, you can't just go in there and like.
I mean, I wasn't really paying attention. It's just you hear the joke and you're like, oh shit, did they really just they say it and you're like, damn.
You Seth Rogen it.
Yeah, you just start Seth Rogen.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. All right. So or go ahead.
Do you have final rating?
Well, I was going to. We'll get there. So
Okay.
people who I don't think will like this movie, probably film snobs. I think the normies will like it. I think if you watch it, you'd probably like it.
All right.
You'd have a good time.
Okay.
I mean, you're not going to watch it ever again, but I mean,
Or ever.
It's a good one and done.
Okay.
I don't think this movie has a ton of rewatch value. I don't know if the first one
Is
does
it like
either.
the first one? Are they very similar in style besides it being the mom side of things with the second one?
I mean, yes. I mean,
Go ahead. You can spoil it.
It's sort of your typical superhero movie where, good guy tries to be bad guy. That's essentially what the plot is.
Uh-huh.
It's just the story and the themes and stuff like that are very relatable. So I think that's what makes it a little bit more unique than most other superhero or kidsy movies. So I mean, yeah, that's... Damn it.
I yawn, now you yawn.
Yeah,
That's on camera. You can't.
Yeah, I'm not cutting, guys.
You're going to have to zoom that in.
I'm literally not cutting anything today. So anyway, final thoughts on everything. I definitely would recommend checking out this movie. I don't think there's a huge rush to see it unless you are like a super huge Pixar fan, but I definitely think you should check it out at one point. Like I said, it's a good one and done. It's definitely not going to be like one of my favorite Pixar movies. It's not going to hit my top 5. It's like, I don't think Pixar's ever made a bad movie except for maybe Cars.
Yeah, I didn't like
the Cars franchise I wasn't really a fan of. But I mean,
is Cars Pixar?
Yeah, Cars is Pixar.
Is it? Okay.
You wouldn't know because of how bad it is, but
Yeah, I've never seen them. I don't know.
They're so forgettable and they're just not really that good.
There's
some people like them.
I would say you know somebody that we work with that loves it.
Who's that?
Kevin.
Oh,
Yeah. He loves Cars.
Does he?
Yeah, he loves it.
all right,
Every time it comes out, ooh.
all right. I'm just gonna have to.
He puts
shit
the
all over
post-
his dreams one day. Hey, you know what I think about Cars, boy?
He has the poster right by the where he sits all the time. So
Does
he
he?
just not yes and no.
So you mean when the movie comes out?
Yeah, it's gonna be on his
just like,
background. It's gonna be his
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Mater here.
Yeah, his phone password Cars 4.
Cars 4 for life. I love Cars 4.
Exactly.
I love
right.
Lightning McQueen.
Did you give it a final rating? I'm sorry.
did not give a
I don't
final
think I
rating.
was listening to you.
I would give it probably like a 7 out of 5. Damn it, I can't even remember anything.
Incredible Babies? I don't know.
Yeah, Jack Jacks.
Jack Jacks.
7.5 out of 5 Jack Jacks.
All right. That's okay. That's
Yeah,
pretty good.
Like I said, it's fun, but I'm probably never going to watch it again.
Yeah, that's good.
I'd watch the first one again, but probably not the second one.
I'm assuming we're all going to go watch Jurassic World within the next week.
I'm going to be watching Jurassic World. I'd like to do a review for that. I don't have a lot of high hopes for it.
It looks the poster that I've seen at the theater, the one where there's a kid kind of hanging from or like a ladder, like a rope ladder from an helicopter. It looks as
I don't remember seeing this poster, but
I'll show you later.
all right.
But it looks like on the poster that there's a T-Rex also hanging from that same rope ladder, and it just looks silly.
When did they learn to climb?
Right.
Holy shit.
Right. And I also thought, haven't we already done this where the dinosaurs have kind of been into the world?
Well, you have to understand something, all right? So the Jurassic World is pretty much a remake of Jurassic Park.
Right.
Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom is essentially a remake of Jurassic World The Lost World.
Right.
Because they're pretty much gathering up all the animals to take them to San Diego to open up a new park. I have no idea what this movie's about, but if they take all the animals to bring them into a new park,
Yeah. It's
You made the same movie. I
It's
just
exactly.
can't wait for the third Jurassic World to see if they remake Jurassic Park 3.
Yeah, it just like copy and paste, just
Yeah.
new people, and then some of the trailers though on TV make it look like it's going to be a scary movie. You know, you've seen that one
Yeah.
trailer with that girl in bed, and like, you know, the
That's a
raptor
scene-
shows
that-
up
That is legitimately a scene in Jurassic Park
when
2.
they're at San Diego, right?
Yeah, like there's a T-Rex just chilling in the
In the
backyard
By the
and-
pool,
and
right?
eats the dog.
yeah, And
He,
you see
he
his-
doesn't get in the house like a Velociraptor can. 'Cause-
yeah, but you saw the chain out of his mouth,
Yeah,
but
I
it's
mean-
just it's the same thing.
yeah, I don't think you can homage your movie like if they're the same movie. That doesn't really work.
So essentially, your hopes for this movie aren't very high.
No.
Like you think it's very
I'm just going in hoping that it's at least fun enough to be tolerable.
Yeah,
and that's about it.
I think Chris Pratt will be the only saving grace in this movie.
Maybe. Well, Bryce Dallas Howard.
Well, yeah,
you know,
that's
she's,
that goes without saying.
yeah.
So, I don't know. I think some of it looks cool. Like some of the trailers, or one of the trailers where it has that alligator monster coming through the surf.
Yeah.
You know, like when
That
they're
was a
doing
cool shot.
when they're doing the surfboard tournament. I think that looks cool.
Yeah.
But other than that, like I just feel like it's like the same movie. It just feels like Transformers over and over and over. Like it's the same kind of thing. Nothing really changes except for
I'm going to give you a little bit of a scenario. I listen to this producer a lot. His name's Jason Blum.
okay.
He runs Blumhouse, and they pretty much do all of the horror movies that have come out. Not all of them, but I would say probably at least 80.
Right, Nate? Oh,
Yeah,
right.
At least 80%. He's a huge Blumhouse fan.
Right.
And I watched this YouTube video of him talking about this, and it makes sense. It kind of sucks, but these movies that are so super high budget, it doesn't make sense for them to do a lot of, or take a lot of risks, at least creatively, to try and make something different, because there's so much money going into these movies. They have to make it back, and if they make something that sucks and nobody goes and sees it, and they spend $200 million on it, it's not a good business
Right,
investment.
but it just gets old though. But I mean,
know,
if
it
when
sucks.
it comes back down to money, if that's what it's going to be, then eventually these are going to die out like any other
Exactly.
series. But
That's why you got to support indie films and like these mid-range budget movies that are trying to,
cashing out.
to try and make things that are fresh and different.
Right.
But with your Hollywood movies, never expect anything different.
Yeah.
It's never going to happen.
I just feel, well, I mean, you would agree with this. What, in the last 5 or 10 years, like TV shows have been way better.
Yes, we're in the golden age of TV. For
Yeah, like
sure.
TV just kind of blows it out of the water, where they have a lot more creativity, originality, script, actors, all that kind of stuff. Like it
Yep.
just seems like TV is where you want to go to watch something good. And movies are just kind of like, whatever. They're secondary to the television.
Yeah, I would agree. TV is way better than movies, which is it's a shame because of how many good movies come out. But a lot of film directors, like a lot of auteur directors, are moving to TV because they can do a lot. They can take a lot more creative risks and make this cooler content.
Why is that though? Like, why is there so much control on directors making movies than there is like TV show people?
Honestly, I couldn't tell you. It's just for some reason maybe because shows like Breaking Bad, where you have this show that's very character driven, very interesting, and things like that, and we have had a lot more shows that have come out after it that have been super successful. They see that model and it's been working.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty much why. That's why movies are mostly based on or IP, which is intellectual property. So, i.e., like Jurassic Park.
Right.
That's a proven franchise. So why not just keep doing that over and over again?
Right.
Well, something like Breaking Bad, or I don't know what other. I think House of Cards was a very one of those. Yeah, I know. One of those shows that kind of set this golden age of TV off. Is these are sort of now like these original shows are kind of like the IPs of TV, sort of like how Jurassic Park and Transformers and like that are the IPs of movies. They're proven to be successful, so studios are willing to take more risks on it, and it's a lot cheaper to produce I mean, you could just produce one episode of a TV show and just cancel it afterwards.
Right.
You won't lose a ton of money.
So do you ever see in the future, it doesn't matter how many years from now, but do you ever see kind of that shift going back to movies, or do you think it's going to stay pretty consistent?
Well, eventually superhero movies are going to die.
And I hope they die soon.
It's going to happen. It happened with Westerns back in the 60s, 70s, whatever time period that they were real popular, because that's all they were making back to back to back to back were
Right.
Western movies.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And how many times do you see Western movies now?
Right.
Next to none.
Right.
I mean, it happens, but definitely not how
at
they
the rate,
happen.
yeah.
Like they were cranking them out. And
Okay, so I was talking to someone else today about this. Origin movies. They're popping up everywhere. Like that seems to be the new trend and has been for the last few years.
You're going back to the IP debate where it's not just necessarily a superhero thing. It's just that these big, over bloated, blockbuster budgeted movies, I feel like all of them are just going to come crashing eventually. Like it's just going to take that one for them to tank, and everybody's going to panic.
Right.
It's just like, which one is it going to be?
Right. Because we've been seeing all the origin stories come out with, like the Star Wars stories.
Yeah, I don't know if Solo is making everybody panic a little bit. I mean, it still made a shit ton of money.
Right.
But it didn't make nearly as much as they were projecting.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if they're going to take it as maybe we should back up a little bit.
Well, right, but you're not. I mean, we saw a trailer today for Mowgli, the Jungle Book kid.
Yep.
Right. So that's coming out, and then later this year, Bumblebee from the Transformers, universe. That he's got his own story now.
Yep.
It just seems like all these, big franchises are kind of breaking off into little pieces because Disney was successful with the Star Wars stuff. Everyone else wants a kind of piece of that, see if it works for them. How long do you think that'll last?
I think it still just comes down to the sequel debate because, I mean, it's really like, yeah, it is a spinoff, but you can kind of look at it as a sequel. It's still a Transformers movie.
Right.
It's still a Star Wars movie. It's still a Marvel movie. Like, these movies, like, it's just going to take 2 or 3 of them for them to tank, whether it's a spinoff or a sequel, for everybody to start in a panic.
Right. And I just feel like we're kind of at that cusp of everyone's tired of superhero movies. I mean, even Nate, we've talked about before on the show, just movie or superhero movie fatigue.
Yep.
They come out so often, so frequently, and it's just you have to keep up with all these different titles now. Like that's why I kind of given up on the Marvel Universe, because there's so much to watch. And even though you could probably watch 3 or 4 of them from each, character, as you could probably watch 4 or 5 movies all, and then know what's going on with the show or the main story and be okay. But some people aren't about that. They want to watch all of it. Or you're on the flip side where they don't want to watch any of it because it's just too damn much, and you're so far behind as it is. Who cares? You know what I mean? Like, people are going to skip out on it, and they're going to wait for something different.
Yeah. So, essentially what you can do to kind of keep track of this, I'm very interested to see how this is going to work. But a lot of these movies are being made for overseas audience. So what I mean by that is like China, Japan, like movies, like blockbuster movies are not made for an American audience. They're made for people overseas.
Okay.
So once it starts tanking, like if movies start tanking in China, that's not a good thing.
Right.
Like you're going to see a massive dip.
Yeah,
in blockbuster content.
Yeah, I'm sad that World of Warcraft didn't do well.
It did well overseas.
Did it?
I think that's why it's getting a sequel. It's just here that it's.
Yeah, I was gonna say here it didn't do well.
Well,
overseas
when things start,
well.
like a lot of movies tank here, but they do excellent overseas. So, example, Warcraft or Independence Day. Independence Day tanked hard here, but people in China loved it. It made a lot of money out there.
Right.
So, that's going to be the perfect storm when these movies tank here.
Right.
And overseas. Like if you got something that costs $300 million,
right,
and just completely like makes like $300 million total.
So what are we going on? 14 years now of consistent superhero movies? Like when did Iron Man come out?
Iron Man came out in 2007.
Okay,
So yeah, I think
like 11.
I think Avengers, they've been promoting it as like the 15th year anniversary or something like that. I can't remember.
It's just too much. Like I'm seriously like ready to move on to a different genre or just stage in movies, you know, like something else just to come out. Because for a little while, I mean, when we first started, it was the Harry Potters, and then it was Lord of the Rings. You know, that kind of just owned the industry for 6-7 years.
Yep.
And then they kind of did the Hobbit. They did that, which was kind of a spin-off, right?
Yep.
Kind of, you know. Yeah. Like an origin story.
It was a prequel.
Yeah. And now we're into the superhero stage, and then that's going to get old. I feel like that's been old. You know, I'm just ready for something different to come in. Not that I don't like these movies, because they're fun.
Yeah, they're
definitely
fine
easy to watch.
When they don't come out in masses.
Yeah. I like them every once in a while.
Yeah.
Kind of how they did like The Dark Knight every 3 or 4 years. And that was just
they
one.
knew to stop.
Huh?
They knew to stop.
Oh yeah.
They only made 3 movies, and that was it.
Right.
That's fine.
Once you know, I think it's good to know too.
And they also came out sequentially too, so we didn't get like one Batman movie and then 15 other movies.
Right.
We got Batman Begins. A couple years later, we got Dark Knight. A couple years later, we got Dark Knight Rises.
Right.
Done.
Yep.
That's how it should be.
Yeah, I definitely like that. I thought that was a lot more easy to follow.
Yep.
And it made it made the anticipation. I felt like there was just enough time in between the 3 movies that made that anticipation worth it. You know, it wasn't so long to where I lost interest or forgot about the movie, but it wasn't so close where I was like, another one? We just watched Batman last 4 months ago.
Yep.
And I think that was good. Yeah. I think these guys need to kind of do it, but there's just so many people in this universe.
They're going to stop eventually.
They need to.
Like I said, it's just a ticking time bomb.
We just need Thanos.
Everything comes to an end.
Yeah, Thanos just needs to clear them all out and be done.
Yeah, well, we're going to be getting into the next phase of Marvel movies here after the next Avengers.
However, I'm looking forward to Paul Rudd's new movie. I'm a big fan of Paul Rudd. I'm looking forward to it. Speaking of movies you're looking forward to, Jurassic World, Ant-Man, what else are you looking forward to? Let's just go up until maybe like the end of summer.
Okay.
What are you looking forward to?
If I can remember everything that comes out until the end of summer.
Well, it's if you don't remember it, that's fine. But if it stands out,
I have to put out a list. But Sicario for sure.
Oh yeah.
I think really
we're gonna do a review for that one for sure. Yeah. I'm pumped for that.
What else comes out? There's some stuff in July. I just can't remember what. There's this movie called Searching. I don't know if you saw a trailer for it with John Cho. It's like one of those movies where he's just in the computer for the entire duration. But it was a Sundance movie, and it got a lot of good reviews. And I'm pretentious like that, so I look forward to things like that. We'll have to see if, anything comes out of it. But I'm looking forward to that. I'm not really looking forward to Ant-Man, so I'm not on the same level.
Really? Why not?
I didn't really care too much for the first one.
Yeah.
So the second one, I'm just like, I'm going to watch it, but I don't need to watch it.
Yeah, you could just watch the first one and know what's going to go on, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I don't know what else comes out.
For me, it's just Paul. I'm looking it up for you.
All right.
All right. So, yeah, for me, it's Paul Rudd, just because I think he's hilarious. I like his acting. I think he really kind of brings a lot to the table, just in watchability, and I think he does good for a superhero movie.
I do like Paul Rudd a lot.
He's doing a good job. As far as movies later this summer, The First Purge, a 4th of July weekend.
I have only seen The First Purge. Like the very first one, I have not seen any of them since.
I know that people like to kind of joke about, well, not really joke about, but I know people would probably say it's already happening. But could you imagine if this crap was for real? Like once a day or once every year they did that?
We'd be so screwed. Like the thing about those movies is that they took place in like upscale neighborhoods that were able to put their houses on lockdown. Like, my family is like Midwest rich, I guess. Like we're not poor.
Right. We like to go to Red Lobster and not Ponderosa.
Well, we don't really go out to eat, but essentially, yeah. But are there Ponderosas still open? Or are they all closed?
Yeah, probably around here they're closed.
Yeah. But anyway, my family would definitely not be able to afford like the full lockdown house,
Right.
like
So you guys
Ethan
would be-
Hawke's character in the first movie.
Yeah.
So I'd be screwed.
Yeah, that's I hope that doesn't happen. I hope Trump doesn't get any good ideas and say, "Hey, let's do a purge every year."
Yeah.
Okay.
Nobody would ever. He would have to get that passed through Congress, and I don't think anybody would go for that.
Yeah. Some people would. All right, Ant-Man and the Wasp, July 6th. Then Hotel Transylvania 3?
Nope.
Big bust there, huh?
Pass.
That's not going to do any good.
I'll go see Equalizer 2. I saw the
Ooh.
first one, and
Yeah, that
I'm a
one was good.
huge Denzel fan.
Yeah.
I don't have a lot of hope for it.
I feel
but
it's going to
it'll
be a lot of
fun.
the same.
It'll be fun.
And that first one was fun, especially all the warehouse kills that he got.
Yeah.
Good grief.
I'll go see Mission Impossible. I'm not really looking forward to it, but
Nope.
I do like watching Tom Cruise just be
Tom
insane.
Cruise? No,
Yeah.
I don't like Tom Cruise.
I don't like him either, but I mean, he does his own stunts and he's willing to do crazy shit. So that's enough for me to watch him.
He's the same. Okay.
It's fine as
I
long as he
know.
does his own crazy shit. I mean,
All right.
screw it.
Christopher Robin.
I was like you eventually. I do want to see that.
Really?
When does that one come out?
August
Oh,
3rd.
August 3rd.
Yep.
I think there's something else on August 3rd.
You said
Oh,
Searching. You
Yeah,
talked
that
about
comes out.
that.
Black Klansman. That looks
Oh,
hilarious.
Yeah, it actually does. I saw a trailer today.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does look pretty
Looking
sweet.
forward to that. I don't really want to see
What's
the
his
Meg.
name? Who played in the Star Wars movie?
Adam Driver.
Adam Driver. Yeah,
Yeah.
he looks like
And
he's gonna
then,
do a good job in that one.
Topher Grace plays the Klansman.
Oh, man.
I'm like,
It's gonna be so
Okay.
good. That's gonna be so good. All right, the Meg. You looking forward to that one?
nope.
No, me neither.
I'm gonna take a big pass on that.
All right, what else we got? Ooh, The Wife. What is that about?
I have no idea.
AXL.
Axel.
Axel, dog's best friend, or
Yeah,
new
I'm
man's
taking
new
a
best
pass.
friend. Yeah, I'm gonna pass
So
on it.
there's not a ton of stuff in August or September.
You're not gonna watch Slender Man
Well, I mean,
on the 24th?
I probably will, but you know,
I'm
whatever.
already looking forward to a review because I'm not gonna watch it, but I want to hear what you and Nate have to say about it.
Yeah.
I'm sure you'll talk about it.
So not a ton of movies that I want to see until at least the end of. I'm looking more forward to October.
Okay.
So look, we already got the first week in October, A Star Is Born.
What's that about?
That's the music movie with Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga.
Oh yeah.
Definitely check out the trailer for that.
All right.
And then Venom. I don't know if
Yes.
I'm looking forward to it, but I'm gonna watch it.
I'm on the fence with this one. I feel like it's gonna be like I want it to be good, but I just feel like just the trailer. I feel like there's something missing.
Probably.
And maybe that's on purpose because they're maybe pull you in again. You'll get that when you watch the movie.
Yeah.
But I'm just hoping that it does follow through with some good content. I just feel like just the trailers just kind of give me like this, I don't know, feeling. So I'm hoping that's not the case.
These blockbuster movies, their trailer cutting is not always on point.
Yeah.
They're just like, hey, look at this action. Look at him in the costume. Look at his pretty face. Look
Right.
at her pretty face, and that's all you need to see.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see what's going to happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to some good things. I want to see Sicario. I definitely think that'll be a good review that we could bring on to Shreddy's Takes.
yeah, I almost feel like that should be a full discussion, unless the movie just sucks.
The
But-
first one didn't do that.
No.
And I'm hoping this one is more of that, where it's quality. It's
Yeah.
a good. I mean, Juan and we loved it. It
Yeah.
was like super good. I'm actually gonna have to rewatch it before this one comes out,
I'm gonna watch it again.
so
for
that
sure.
way kind of get a good feel for both shows.
Yeah.
All right, man. So
Movie. What else we got to talk about, Steve?
we have.
We're at
how much time we at?
we're at about an hour and 20 minutes, give or take.
All right. We can go ahead and wrap it up. I am. Let's see. I don't have anything else to talk about. However,
I do want to. We really need to get a discussion with the three of us where we don't have time constraints.
yeah, I was gonna say, with Nate being gone, it's been a little shorter than I thought it was gonna be. Actually, it went on a little longer than I thought we were gonna go on.
We got a lot of stuff going on. An hour and 20 minutes is a long time, but I feel like we've been talking for
longer than that.
We've just been throwing topics.
These are the
left and
shows.
right.
These are the shows I like because you just go. You just pick up and
You
go.
Just go.
Yeah.
But usually now we're at like an hour and 50 minutes right now.
Yeah, I know. And I like this, and this movie's good,
Yeah.
and this video game is good. I think we're good.
Yeah.
Let's wrap it up. If you guys enjoyed the video content of the show, the video side of things, right?
Yep.
Let us know what you guys think. This is our first what is it called? A simulcast or a
Telecast?
No, that's not a telecast.
Videocast.
No, I don't think it's that either.
Yeah, no, it's. I think it's videocast, podcast.
What's a simulcast? What's that?
I don't know what a simulcast. I've heard of it, but
Hey Siri,
my brain's not working at the moment.
what is a simulcast?
So anyway, make sure you guys follow us on our Facebook page at the. Damn it. Apparently Siri's not working either. So anyway, make sure you guys follow us at the Low Side Podcast on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel on iTunes and Google Play. Make sure you leave us a review.
That's it, right?
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and sign off. Thank you for watching, and we will see you guys
Next time
on the next
on the
podcast.
Low Side Podcast.